be honest. Like most of the time I get in the weight room, I'm like, I do not want to be here. Like I'm sore if I was like doing jujitsu or something, or like I'm just tired if I have to lift after lessons. I don't want to do it, but you just do it anyways. I'm not trying to be like, sponsored by Nike or anything, but legitimately, like, that's my process. Is just show up and just be like ruthlessly consistent. Because I don't think I'm like special. Obviously, I think like there's talent involved in anything. Like to be a pretty good athlete, you have to have some talent as far as like, I don't know, like bone density or like natural explosiveness or reaction time. Like, of course, some of those things are a little bit genetic, but
How dense are your bones?
I couldn't tell. They're so dense. They're the densest of all time. Yeah. But, but my whole point is like, you have to just show up and do the work. And even a little bit, like even like a minute of hitting a day is better than nothing. Like so many kids that I do lessons with will like show up and hit with me for an hour, but then they don't do anything for the rest of the week. I think they'd be better off hitting for like 2 minutes a day. And obviously the lessons are great because they give you the they give you like the framework, like they give you kind of the blueprint of what you need to do going forward. But you still have to be consistent with what you're doing. Like if you want to be a great hitter, you have to hit every day. It's just as simple as that.
And what was the greatest inhibitor for you growing up to this consistency that you had to overcome?
I mean, I guess like distractions. Like there's in high school, like there's a lot of stuff going on. Like you and I had a lot of things going on. Like you got friends, you got relationships, you have just
What's
different
that?
things. Well, you got different things like pulling you in different directions, especially in high school. Like you don't 100% know what you're gonna do yet. So like you have a lot of different areas of interest. Like I was into music, and like I did really like just hanging out with friends and stuff. And so there has to be like some sacrifice there. I think you can kind of do both. And at the same time, I'm sure you're acutely aware of this. If you don't have positive social experiences consistently, it will actually affect your performance, affect your recovery.
What do you mean I'm acutely aware?
That's not what I meant, but I'm just saying I'm going based off our previous conversations. We've had this discussion before where it's like stress kind of accumulates and just messes up your recovery, and like you need those like positive social relationships and experiences consistently. Otherwise, like it's really tough to like recover from workouts and like just keep a level head. I think there's a lot to that. Like I think like having good friends is like anabolic. Like having good friends and like people that you can count on and like have just talk to about anything, and you just feel better being around them.
What's more important? Like taping your mouth shut when you're asleep or having good friends?
Having good friends.
Really interesting.
I don't tape my mouth. I don't know. That feels weird to me. I mean, what is the science behind that you want to like breathe through your nose or something when you sleep? Yeah. I mean, that seems like a little bit over the top. I wonder if like there's
I'm
a
sure
certain
someone will explain to you in intense detail.
Right.
Over the internet. So.
But I'm sure there's like better sleep positions that will like help you not like breathe through your mouth or something. Right. I've definitely like heard about that though, like breathing through your nose is like better for your oxygen intake or whatever.
Well, yeah.
But I feel like the benefits of that are pretty like marginal compared to like just lowering your stress. Mm-hmm. Like just overall stress, which can come in like so many different forms. But like I feel like it's like most easily understood through like your relationships. Like if you have bad relationships, there's a good chance you're also overworked, overtired, you have too much on your plate, and you just generally like your nervous system is just kind of on fire. Mm-hmm. If you have like turmoil with your relationships. And so I think it's just a good indicator of like what your stress levels are at. If you can lower your stress levels, your recovery goes up. And so therefore it's more anabolic. Like you will legitimately like all your hormones and stuff will just be better when you're less stressed. Mm-hmm. At least, and this is kind of anecdotal. Like I'm not pretending to be a scientist. That's what I've noticed is like my performance goes down. Performance meaning like how hard can I hit it? How good is my reaction time? How strong am I? Fast am I? All that stuff suffers when like there's like a lot of stress, just like in general. And it's most like obvious when there's stress in like social life, Like right now I feel pretty good.
Is that true? Are you being honest?
I'm being honest. to be like, obviously there's some stuff always,
Yeah.
but compared to the past, it's a lot better. So, you know, I don't know, have you ever experienced that? Where like,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, I mean, I'm sure like being a teacher, you have to wake up so early. Like that in itself is stress. Like having to wake up early and deal with parents and deal with children, like they're running around and like that's stressful in itself. Does that affect your training?
Yes. No, this is not the direction.
Yeah, I don't care. It's a good direction though. Like it's a good. I don't know.
I'm editorializing right now.
You're editorializing the podcast. Okay.
Live editorializing.
Well, hey, man. Where do you want to editorialize it to then? You just don't want to talk about yourself. You just want me to do all the talking.
No one cares if I.
Ben, come on. Ben, this is what you're on the pod. This is the most important youth baseball and softball podcast that exists.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's actually probably not true. That was dishonest, but it's still good.
Okay.
I think just changing the angle of the camera has helped already. Like now that I'm looking at you, like before when I did it with my dad, it was just side to side and it was just really awkward.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, that needs to stop immediately.
Yeah.
But this is why you're here. Like you make those changes and then we're good to go. But yeah, I mean, applying that stuff to baseball and softball is really easy though. Like, because stress can mess up your hormones and all that. Lack of sleep, like just high cortisol and stuff. Especially when you have like a tournament where you have to play like 3 games. Like your reaction time is obviously going to take a hit. If you can't react quickly, you can't see the ball well, you are going to perform crappier. I was going to say a different word, but like in a game. And so that's like really obvious too. So sometimes like when you just feel like you're in a slump or it's like, man, I just can't do anything right in the field. Well, how's your sleep? How are your relationships going? Like, do you have a lot of homework that you're late on? Or, are you dealing with some mean people at school? Or like, that's the type of stuff that kids should look at, like straight up. Like, and I think that gets overlooked because sometimes your first response is, well, what's wrong with my swing? What's wrong with my mechanics? Like, it's probably something bigger than that.
What are some things that you would have done differently? Like teleport back, you're like 12.
Sleep. Like I overtrained. Like I just hit and ran and lifted. Like I thought the more I lifted, the bigger I would get. Like I thought if I lifted like 2 hours every day, I would just get huge. Like I just didn't recover. So that would be the biggest change I would make.
Really, it was expensive protein powder. That's what you needed.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing that just totally like marginal benefit to that. Like, of course, like protein's gonna help, but like if you just eat a lot of food, you're gonna get a lot of protein. Like, I really think sleep and like managing your stress and then just being consistent with your training schedule, you'll make crazy gains.